Giovanni Ukraine first, and then Iceland.
Oh,
No, just kidding.
Listen, bro, don't fuck me up.
Just kidding. Sorry, you guys ready? I'm gonna hit the record button. I'm recording. Are you guys good?
Yes, ma'am.
Stand by.
Good morning, all, and thank you for being here. My name is Morgan Hull, and I am speaking today on behalf of my family regarding my cousin, Giovanni Pelletier. On August 1st, Giovanni went missing. For those 8 long days, our family searched tirelessly through woods, fields, and neighborhoods, never giving up hope. On the 8th day, Giovanni was found by his mother's best friend, who traveled from North Carolina to help us with the search. While nothing could prepare us for that heartbreaking moment, we are deeply grateful for the outpouring love, prayers, and support from friends, neighbors, and even strangers who stood beside us. Your kindness gave us strength to keep going when we were exhausted and broken. I am devastated that we had to be the ones to bring Giovanni home, but it also shows the power of a united community. We believe every person missing deserves immediate, thorough action and resources, because every minute matters. We hope that Giovanni's story can be a truth to everyone. Our fight is not over. We are committed to seeking justice for Giovanni and finding the truth about what happened to him. We want answers, not just for our family, but to ensure no other family has to endure the pain that we have. Giovanni is a beautiful soul, full of life and love. We will honor him by making sure his name is never forgotten, his story is never silenced, and his life continues to inspire change. Now I'll take questions.
Take us back to a couple of days ago when you received the news. What was going through your mind with that? What's in your heart?
I was just devastated. I was really hoping for a better outcome. I was really hoping that the stories we were told were true. But unfortunately, we got the worst news in the world, and we want answers. We want to know what happened. We want justice to be served.
What will justice for Giovanni look like?
We want to know what happened to him, and if or whatever happened to him, we want the people responsible for it taken into custody.
What communication, if any, have you had with, Manatee County? Because I think initially that's where the book bag and the phone were found, and it sounds like he wasn't found very far from there. This is their death investigation now.
Manatee County is currently conducting the investigation, yes.
How close was he found to where that bag and cell phone were located?
He was very close. He was within a half-mile radius. So if a 1 mile search would have been done thoroughly, there would have been a potential to figure out what happened.
Can you walk us through what you know about what happened that night from when he was traveling with his cousins on the west coast of Florida?
I'm not allowed to currently speak about active investigation questions like what happened that night due to the investigation.
Did Giovanni know how to swim?
Yes. Thorough swimmer. He was at the beach the day before. The day before he went missing, he was on a raft with his family in the water being pulled behind a boat. He can swim very well.
A lot of those who watched our reporting, they have questions about who is Marley. What do you think our sheriff is rule out?
I personally do not know these boys at all, so I can't comment on their character, but I do know that I would never leave someone on the side of the road.
You mentioned you want Gio's story to spark change so no other family has to endure this heartbreak. What should be happening statewide if someone is reported missing to prevent something like this?
There should be immediate action, immediate. Every minute in a manhunt counts. Every single second, moment of the day counts, because every day that he's not found, he's farther along gone. We get less information, less information. If we would have found him on the first day of the search, we probably would have known what happened already.
And what are your concerns too with the status of how Gio was found, if you ever will get the answers that you're hoping for?
We are actually concerned that we will never get the answers that we are looking for because of the state.
And I know there's several change.org stuff growing online. Have you reached out to the Federal Bureau of Investigations to get the FBI involved in this case?
Correct. We actually do have a petition right now that is on my Facebook, Bridget Pelletier, his mother's Facebook, with a active petition to get the FBI to take over, and we are, I think, almost at 5,000 right now. I'm not exactly sure on the number, but we are close.
And why do you think getting that agency involved would help?
We are just hoping that we want this investigation to be completely thorough. We don't want anything missed. We already feel, we don't feel failed, but we're disappointed. We're super disappointed in the presence that we didn't get what we thought we deserved for our president.
What were Gio's hopes and dreams?
I will have to leave that question to Mom. She wants me to answer any personal questions to her.
You told us that Giovanni basically had just turned 18.
Correct.
Do you think this would have been much different, obviously, if he had been 17 years old, that kind of delayed what happened here?
I do think that might have made a difference because police look at you differently when you're 18, but he just turned 18. He's a baby. He's still a baby. He doesn't know anything. He's not from here. Couldn't have walked into McDonald's.
Every time I open up social media, Gio's story is somewhere on my feed. Why do you think what happened to him has touched so many across the U.S.?
I think that everyone knows something is wrong with the story. Nothing makes sense to anyone, and everyone sees a kind-hearted young boy who people don't vanish. People don't just end up missing. Something happened to them. Something happened.
There's been questions about the ability of the medical examiner's office to positively identify him. Have you guys heard anything directly from the medical examiner's office?
Not that I am aware of. I don't think they would personally contact me, but I have not been informed of anything of that nature.
And have you heard anything from them or law enforcement specifically ruling out foul play?
No. I have not.
The family member who found Gio, like, how's he doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. He was not a direct family member. He is the mom, Bridget's best friend, who lives in North Carolina. He flew down when Bridget's mother had a stroke to surprise her in the hospital and help. And he still had a few days left before he returned. So he decided to come on the search with us. And unfortunately, we found him, and he is devastated. There's no words to explain. You can never unsee something like that.
And we know Gio was not from Florida, just visiting family. Are you guys trying to bring him back to North Carolina for services, or do you know what's next for Gio?
We have not made any steps to that due to the investigation. We won't be able to even. We can't. No.
Just for clarification, because you talked about Bridget's best friend being out there, family members are out there. Were any members of law enforcement out there when he was discovered?
No. We called law enforcement ourselves. And then they came.
Was law enforcement ever out there with you guys on all these searches across the states?
They said on the first day that they went out. I personally never saw them. I personally was on the search the first few days in Manatee County, but I can't comment to whether I don't remember seeing them.
So those in the car that might have been his parents, do you know, did they link up with detectives and go to the off-ramp or the side ramp?
They've never been back.
This is where...
Never been back.
And you haven't heard from them since?
Correct. No one has heard from
Do they all live here?
Brevard County, yes.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you, like,
Right.
yeah. But Brevard County, yes, they all do live. I think Titusville, Mims area.
And Morgan, it seems clear your family's not arrested.
No. It's not at all.
What can the public do to help you guys with all of this?
Honestly, sharing the petition, signing the petition, just sharing his story. The bigger the news it gets, the more pressure that are put on the police to solve the crime. So,
And is there an attorney that's helping you guys navigate this?
I know that there is an attorney being hired. I'm not quite sure on his name yet, but there is, yes, we are getting legal representation.
Okay.
You good?
Thank you, Morgan.
Thank you,
Thank you, Morgan.
Thank you, guys.